Hi guys, I'm Norabella.
I'm Charles.
Didi.
Today we're going to talk about whether you can leave your girlfriend or boyfriend if your parents didn't like them. On my opinion, I can't. What do you say?
I think this is Africa. We respect our parents.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't.
So yeah, the opinion of parent counts. You know, that person is becoming a member of a family. And it's not just my family, it's a bigger family than me. Because I belong to a family and I belong to...
But your parents were not there when you guys met. So, and you're the one who liked them.
Yes.
So I think it's you who is supposed to like them because you're the one who is supposed to stay with them. So the parents do not really matter.
Yeah, they
You've
do.
learned that. Do you care about what your parents parents' opinion are? I mean, you love this person, right?
Yes.
So why would you care about what your parents think of her?
Do you mean I should not care about my parents?
No,
what they say. Their opinion. Yeah, their
this
opinion
is the
matters.
person maybe you're going to settle down with.
Yes.
You're going to spend
And
the
that's
rest
why,
of your life
yes,
with.
and that's why I'm saying, yeah, the opinion of the parent, and that's why at one point you go introduce your girlfriend or your boyfriend to your parent. Why?
But
Because you
you're
want
not
to-
going to marry your parents.
You're not just telling them. Their opinion didn't count. Why do you have to go and introduce your girlfriend
they have
or
because
your
they
boyfriend?
have to know each other. My boyfriend has to know my parents. My parents have to know my boyfriend.
Yeah, you know, in Africa they say an old man sees a very long distance that a boy cannot see. So your father and your mother have the tendency of seeing some things that maybe you might not spot
Okay,
in your girlfriend. They experience in the matters of marriage.
Let's say you have gone through hell and back
Yes.
with this person.
Yes.
And then when it's paradise moment, now your parents tells you, no, this person is not good for you. But you have been in trouble together, you have had many circumstances together, so you have endured so much together.
We're talking about girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yes.
People you have not married.
Yes.
You know, if somebody is telling you, leave your wife, or they are giving an opinion about your wife, you know your wife because you have stayed with her. So you're in a better position to know them better than maybe your parent or anybody else. But this is your girlfriend, this is your boyfriend. And that's why you have brought them home to your parent, so they can also say approved.
No.
So if
listen,
they disapprove, I'm not saying that if they disapprove, you just leave them. That is a matter of caution. They have just said, maybe there are things that you need, my son or my daughter, there's something here that you need to maybe pay more attention to. So yeah, and there's a girl you bring home and your father or your mother say bluntly no. And maybe there is a reason. Maybe they're your stepsisters or stepbrother and you don't know.
Okay,
It happens.
Listen to Bella's question, yeah?
Yes.
You love this chick, right?
Yes, I do love her.
And you're so sure that I'm going to this is the one. I mean, if I don't have this chick, then my life is just a mess, you know?
Yes.
Then you yourself, you want to marry her.
Yes.
Then you take her to your parents for introduction.
Yes.
And they say no.
Yes.
Are you going to leave her?
Not that I wouldn't say that I would bluntly leave her, but I would take that as a caution. Because I think every parent has their kids' best interest in heart. You know, they want the best of their kid. That is naturally what I expect of a parent. I expect of a parent that they have the best interest of their kids in heart. So when your father, your mother says, hey, son or daughter, please be cautious about that. I don't think that is just something you can just brush and say, I love her, I love him. No, I think you ought to listen. You ought to listen. You ought to listen, and you ought to find out why did you say that. What did you see in them that made you say that? So I think it's a matter of caution. It's so that you need to take caution. You need to maybe dig deeper. You need to gather more information. It doesn't just mean, I wouldn't say I would just walk out of a lady because my father or my mother did not just approve of them, but I'm saying that is a point of caution. I would want to know why did my dad or my mom say that.
But I also think it's so wrong when I take someone to my parents and they give their opinion. Yeah, it's
yeah, that's why you brought them.
No,
that's what you brought them. Yeah, they can be wrong, they can be wrong. But let me tell you, what I'm saying is this one thing. What is expected is that the parent has the best of the kid's best interest in their heart. So their advice or their opinion is coming from that side. Maybe there is something they have seen that the daughter or the son should take, note of. And
thank you for saying
yes.
They want the best for me, right?
Yes.
So if they want the best for me, when I bring a person that I love to them, they should respect that.
Yes, they should.
Because it's my happiness.
Yes.
I feel happy with that person. So why should you tell me to live?
But just know, for this point, let's be very clear. There's so many people who, at the point of their marriage, they were really in love with their husbands or maybe their girlfriends and their boyfriends. So, but at one point in marriage, they come to discover things they even never imagined of them, and now it leads to marriage falling apart. So when you're saying before marriage you are in love, it's very different from when you are in marriage and you're in love. Because when you are out of marriage, there is a lot of pretense, and maybe because your parents are people who have some experience, they are telling you, son or daughter, here there is something you need to be cautious about. So, and at that point, yes, you're in love, but that does not mean maybe that thing that your parents are pointing is the thing that will come and haunt your marriage or your relationship on the wrong run.
What if this person you're introducing to the parents, they have a bad impression? They think this person is not good, so they tell you this person is not good for you.
But I also think when you say
once let me answer. When you take me to your parent and you know me and you're sure about me, it is upon you to make your parent buy that part of the story. So tell them this maybe wrong notion you have about my boyfriend is not really okay. If I bring you to my parent, it's upon me to bridge that gap. So if they have a wrong opinion, it's upon you. Because let me tell you the truth of the matter. Yes, I'll marry you. You will marry me. But at the end of the day, we'll belong to that family.
Home.
Yes, you belong to that bigger home. I belong to your family. Now you belong to my family. So you cannot say that those people don't just count. They will affect you on the wrong way.
When you get married,
yes,
and problems, your marriage is falling apart, you will remember your parents told you, right?
Yes.
But I think when that in such a case,
yes,
when my marriage is falling apart, I think that blame should come to me because that was my choice, right?
Yes.
So nobody else should be blamed for that, and
it should be on you because simply you were told and somebody warned you and told you, yes, that is not the right guy.
But
that is not the
okay,
mostly let me tell you the truth. Mostly people listen to their parents. Now I'm saying this with a sincere heart. Mostly people listen to their parents. They might not maybe end up making the many mistake they make. Because number one, those people have best interest in heart. Those people have experience. They have gone through this. What you are now wanting to get into, they have been in this for a long time. That's why they have brought you. Maybe you are 20-something or 30-something. So that means they have been in relationship for a very long time.
But I think you should not blame the misfortune in your marriage because you are told so. Maybe it's because okay, when people are together, of course there are arguments. So, but when you're having arguments, you cannot start to blame the other person because your parents had told you.
Plus, you say
I think it's something natural.
Yeah.
If after marriage you get arguments, conflicts, but you cannot blame the other person because your parents has told you.
And when you say your parents, most of the people listen to their parents and they don't make much mistakes. It's the other way. As in, even the other way happens. Most people listen to their parents and they perish.
Okay, I have another idea. What if your parents reject that person, but they have someone else in mind? Maybe that person has nothing to do with maybe something the wrongs he or she had done before. Maybe your parents want you to get married to a person of their interest.
Okay, and that's why I said, once your parent says like, okay, there is something here. I didn't say that just to go and walk out. Go tell your boyfriend or your girlfriend, we can't get married. I'm not of that opinion. What I'm saying, they are cautioning you. So you should go back and tell them, maybe when you are alone, you should go and discuss with your parent and ask them, why did you say this? So they will explain. At that point, I think they will explain in a better way what they meant.
Then your mother says, I just don't like her.
Yes.
No.
reason.
In
then she goes.
In that case, if that she doesn't just like her, then you go ahead. That is not a valid reason. So, but if there is something big enough, there is something big enough or valid enough, then you settle and say, okay, Mom, I have had, Dad, I have had, so I think I'm gonna call this off.
What if that person,
Kiswahili wanasema asiyesikia la mkuu huvunjika guu. So you cannot just overlook. That's what I'm saying. You cannot just overlook the advice of the elders. Once the elders have said, okay, there is something. Maybe, as I said, maybe that person is your stepbrother or stepsister and you don't even know. So you just need to go back. You don't just need to brush and say, no, me, I'll marry them no matter what. So you just need to go back to your parent and emphasize with them. Okay. Why, Dad, Mom, why did you say this?
But in the case of brothers, siblings,
yes,
I think that should be blamed on the parents. Because they didn't tell you, this is your brother, this is your sister. I think it should be blamed. Not afterwards, it should be before. Of course, they know that they are kids.
They are confidential information. So men, maybe ladies, had children someplace, and it's not. They can't just come and walk to their teacher, to their children and tell them, do you know you have another brother on the other corner, or you have a sister on the other corner?
Blame them.
That is their blame. That's their blame. And maybe that's why they are remedying that and telling you, my daughter, my son, please don't go that way. And that's why I'm saying once mkuu amesema, what you should do is just be humble enough. Just enjoy that time you were to have with your parent, go through it, try to make it as smooth as possible. Then afterward, come, and I think maybe many parents will not just come and say it in front of them. Maybe they will take note and wait. When you are alone, they will discuss it with you. Then when they discuss it personally, you ask those questions. Why are you saying so? Why don't you want me to take this into the other level? Then they will explain themselves. Now you are a mature person. You will be able to judge, is it a reason enough? If it's a reason enough, then it's okay. You call it off. If it's not a reason enough, then you go ahead.
What if your chick is the kind of chick that hides chicken in the pot? Then your parents tells you.
Obviously, in that case, they would tell me not to marry that girl because they know there is problem in that place. So I think what I'm saying is that we should be able to listen to our parents. It doesn't mean they must be right, but we have to listen to them. Then, as mature people too, and people who are also now going into that place where we are taking responsibility because we want to get married. That's why we're introducing these people to the parent. Yes. So because we have gotten to that place, we can be able to make our own decisions and say, okay, Mom said, Dad said, but this is now my position. So then after that, even if it doesn't work, you will say, I made my decision. Yeah, I was cautioned, I did what, but I took my decision. This is my decision. This is my decision. So then you live with it. And I think everyone should own up to their decision.
Yeah, but no one should come to tell you this decision you made is not right.
Yeah.
Because at first, it was your choice.
I think people should tell you it was not right. If you do something that is not right, yes, people should be able to come
even
and tell you.
What if they're
jealous?
Yeah, it's human.
And it's
human. People.
That is misleading.
Let me tell you, you cannot stop critics. So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, is to listen to these people and weigh and filter.
Exactly.
Yes,
some people
know this is what I take, this I don't take. So people telling you she or he is not the right guy, that's not a problem.
And some will tell you that for no reason.
Yes.
Obvious. Obvious,
Yes.
and you will have to judge that and know this is of no reason and brush
How
it
will
out.
you know? What if the person is so smart to explain that thing carefully,
You have
such
to
that
be,
you're going to get
you have to be more
into
smarter.
it?
You have to be more smarter.
How?
You have these are your stuff. You have
Some
to be
are
more
not.
smart.
No,
Some are
you
not.
know, I think when someone is making decisions, critical decisions, and then someone else comes and tells that person, this decision is not right. You know, at sometimes you're going to get confused.
Yeah.
You will not even make, okay, maybe the decision you're supposed to make was right.
Yes.
But when someone else comes in, your decision now becomes...
Then I
also-
also think, you know, our topic is about the parent.
Yes.
Those matters. There are people who don't matter. Sincerely. You cannot tell me whenever you are making such crucial decision, you listen to everybody in the village or in the estate or on the street. You can on Twitter and Facebook. No, you don't listen
But
to some.
I
There are
think what-
people.
They
There are
can also
people.
mislead.
There are people in your life who matters. That's what I'm saying. There are people who and they have weight. There is a reason why they are getting engaged. So, but you can't just go and listen to everyone. So you listen to a certain group of people, but at the end of the day, is your decision that counts.
You know, she's saying that because at times you may listen to people. Some people may tell you that. Then at the end of the day, you just take that girl to your parents, and the parents says the same thing that your friends said, and you end up leaving that girl.
For no reason.
Yeah.
It is your decision. You left her.
Yes,
Yeah,
but you said
it is your
we should involve our parents.
and then no, you know, that's what I'm saying. We should be able to listen to our parents.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't say they should decide everything for us. Once you're getting to the level you're getting married or you're engaging in a relationship, I think you're mature enough at the end of the day to say, okay, my parents say this, my friends say this, my brothers and my family say this, the church say this, the society say this, but this is my decision. So at the end of the day, you have to make your decision, something that tomorrow you'll own up to.
What if your parents have they have explained why you should not, they have rejected the person and they have explained to you why you should not get married to that person, but maybe they were misleading, they don't even know that person, but you accepted what they told you and you took it
No, you should.
and you left the person.
If you know the information they are relying on is misled,
How
is
do you
wrong. Yeah, because you know the person.
Yeah.
You know the
Yes,
person.
I know
so
the person.
if somebody comes and tells me you are a thief, I know you. You are not. So I'll tell them as long as I know and I'm concerned, unless there is very, very big proof.
How about they tell you, okay, maybe something else, they explain, you know, they did this, blah blah blah, and then you take it into action. Now you start conflicts with your person
So
just because
so
they
are
told
you of the opinion it doesn't matter what parents says?
okay, about rejection and stuff without reason, as in without
Somehow I'm
reason.
I'm with that.
So you say you go take your guy or your guy because you are ladies.
I'm only taking that person to tell you, okay, you guys, you know
Yes,
what?
for
He's the person
introduction.
yeah.
So
But-
you're just, so it doesn't matter.
not for the anti
Because let me ask you for that. Let me just, that is one example. I'm saying maybe the parent, you know, let's say their houses, like for example their families who maybe they are known of some things, like let's say there are places where they believe in witchcraft. Somebody comes from such a family, you don't know their background as such, but maybe your father and your mother have seen the grandfathers, the grandmothers, the aunties, and they know that these people have a certain problem. So what if your parent is telling you of a legitimate issue
Okay.
that you should take caution about?
Yes.
Then what if, as I said, the other thing I said, what if that person is even related to you and you don't even know?
No, okay, let us
So they're
talk
not
about-
just they're not you know if it's biasness or evil-hearted, you know, because parents can fall. They're human beings. So, but if it's something legitimate, you should be able to listen.
But if that person, you said if the family belongs to witchcraft stuff,
Yes.
what if the person is not involved? As in, she's not part of it. You know, there are some people who are not, okay, they are in the blood, but they do not carry those characters. What if the person is different?
Then you take them.
Thank you.
Then you take them.
And you
That's
know
what I'm
what?
saying. It's your decision. At the end of
And,
the day,
and
it's
you
your
know
decision.
what? If you say the parents are telling you to take caution just because they think you and this person may be related,
Yes.
Right now you should know. Right now, cousins. If you're caught with a cousin of yours, it doesn't matter. So the rest doesn't matter.
We cannot
The
live
rest
with
doesn't
that.
matter.
We cannot live with that. We cannot live with that judgment.
No,
That was
the
a
law- the law-
no, it's
the
not
law
the
has
law.
rules.
It's not the law, and I insist here, and I have said this before.
Yeah.
There is the rules of the book, and there is the rules of life. Rules of life dictate you cannot have sex with your cousins.
No, they're distant.
It doesn't matter
They're
whether
distant.
distance. No, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Even in the animal kingdom, it happens. If close relatives have met, what they bring about is a degraded version of them, not a higher version, not a hybrid. They bring a degraded version. So that's why you see people crossbreeding.
I'll just blame my parents because they didn't tell me early.
No. I think you can't know. They cannot come and tell you about all your relatives. So once you bring that one guy or that one lady, they narrow to her, and they want to know, and that's why they ask question. You come from who? Who is your father's name? Which village did they come from? They
But
want to
that
bring
is
this
why
position.
they are to get
long
together.
relative.
And that is why they are
No.
get-togethers, you know.
You cannot bring everybody on board.
Thank you.
You cannot bring every
That
cousin.
means-
You cannot bring the
Yes.
whole big family
Yes.
all together at one point.
No,
Some people will miss
that
out.
means those ones are distant because the close ones are available.
Can you listen to her?
Yes.
What do you mean distant?
Okay,
So do you want
for
to
example-
mean distant cousins are okay?
Yeah, distant.
Hello?
As in maybe.
As long as
maybe
that person is not my brother,
My
then-
grandfather and my grandmother were cousins.
Oh,
That is distant.
okay.
is not even a cousin.
I don't know how distance or how nini, but I think when you are related, you are related.
No.
You should keep off.
Then everyone is related.
yeah.
So otherwise it's okay.